Hello and welcome, my beautiful Libras. Brenda Taro here with your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of January the 29th to February the 4th, year of 24, the big year of change for so many. George has decided he's going to join us here today while I do my reading. He's quite comfortable there to be in the room. He's always got to be in the room with me, so sometimes he's out of sight, but he decided that he's going to lay really close to us today. So this is a general, and as you know, not every single card or the energy they carry may resonate with every single one of you. So take what you can from it and throw the rest out into the universe. Let's see what your reading has in store for you this week. Coming in, you've got the all over download message of setting goals. So, this is a time now for you Libras to making changes here. I think you're cleaning house. I think you're thinking of spring cleaning. I think you're wanting to set goals and see them done. Some of you could be planning trips. You could be planning vacations. You could be trying to tie up loose ends at work. Just basically setting goals that you want to meet. I don't really look at this as New Year's resolutions. I look at this as a general thing that you're wanting to do. You're very good at following through, usually Libras, when you do this. So I think some of you have a passion, an idea, a goal, and you're setting yourself on a course to do this and complete it. Now we'll move through this reading and we'll find out as we go through this reading how this correlates. Well, you have the castle, and the castle can be security within your home environment and that, but it's corporations, organizations, institutions, large things like that you could be dealing with. Some of you might be dealing with banks or finance companies or, investment companies. You could be dealing with anything. You could be institutions, could be hospitals, clinics, anything like that. But I do see this as the tower, which is change, having to do things differently now. You're building a new foundation here and you're moving towards that goal. So I do think that some of you might be dealing with these types of organizations, but others you may be just rebuilding something here, wanting to have a steady and firm foundation as you move forward in the future here. So this can also be security within your home. Some of you might be renovating your home, buying a new home, building a new home, moving from your own home. Please know that I read my cards not only by the book meaning, but intuitively as Spirit sends me the messages. Okay, coming in your first row, which could be the past tense, or this could be the beginning of the week. You do have some concerns here. Some of you, you've got the Five of Pentacles, you've got the Two of Swords, and you've got the Nine of Swords. So you're definitely, you're definitely dealing with something that's concerning you. And some of you could be even worry about a situation. When we get the Five of Pentacles, it is that card of disappointments. It's a card of loss, bankruptcy, feeling alone, orphaned, out in the cold. All those meanings can happen to that, can appear in this card. But when it portrays a key and a door here, okay, it generally shows us there are options and opportunities that we can go towards to resolve these issues. So I always look at this as not such a bad card. It is a card of struggle. However, there are resources out there to alleviate this struggle. So you might be going to corporations, anything like that, institutions, whatever, to resolve things. Now, if it's money, you might be going to the bank to talk to your banker about it, or your investment guy or, woman, or whatever the case is. But definitely you're going to find resources. All you have to do is get your mindset to do it. Don't sit there. You have to think about it. Yes, disappointments hit us that way where it knocks us back on our heels, where we have to take time to think what's just happened. And then we have to say, how am I going to resolve this? I know I can. And you can do that. If you're dealing with emotional issues, speak to the powers that be. There's great counsel out there in our close and confided friends, family members, or even professionals, so that you don't have to handle these things by yourself. Some of you could be having problems sleeping. Okay. Know that when we don't get our sleep, it can bring on physical ailment. Emotional stress can do that too. It's important that you do what's right for you. And that is, try not to set yourself up when you go to bed at night with worry on your mind. Leave it on the chair, okay, at night, like you do your clothes. Don't take those worries to bed with you. The Nine of Swords says you have to be thinking more positive now. Try to take that negative and flip it into a positive. Think about the one positive thing that did come out of a negative situation. And there's always that little sliver of light that we can find. The Two of Swords again, I said, here you are conflicted. There's a decision that's important that you make, and you're saying, I really don't want to make it. I don't know how to make it. Well, if you're dealing with a situation like that, call in counsel, call in a mediator, call in somebody who can lay the cards in a fair and equitable manner on the table that says, hey, you got this to gain and you got this to lose. So you can be amicable and settle on an amicable manner, or you can fight this forever. Okay. So this is about choices and decisions that you have to make, and you're not seeing the picture in complete clarity. So sometimes we have to call somebody in and give us, and say, hey, I need your opinion. I need you to be the outsider here. I need you to be biased here to help me through this situation. It could be a legal situation. Maybe you're going to get a mediator. Maybe you're going to get a lawyer. Maybe you're going to get somebody like that. And, you might have to settle for compromise, okay, where both parties can walk away satisfied here. All righty. Kind of a heavy reading there, isn't it? Okay, but you're rebuilding something here, okay? Now, coming in next, you do have the mask. So there could be somebody around you who's wearing a mask. They're not telling you the whole truth, so help them God. Or they're trying to portray that there's somebody that they're not. Okay, so be careful. They do get caught at the end of the day. This is about, this again can be a card of deception, where there's somebody around you not telling you everything. They're only telling you what they want you to know, or they want you to believe. So keep your eyes open and your wits about you right now. Listen to that little inner voice of wisdom that says, there's something off here. And do your research. Find out why. Ask the questions from those around you so that you can approach this situation with clarity. Okay? This is, the card that says somebody's not telling you the whole truth. Okay, coming in next in the center position, which could be the energy or the middle of the week you're feeling now, you've got the Knight of Swords, you've got the Eight of Cups, and you've got the Lovers. So fast-moving action. I mean, the Eight of Swords says be careful. Don't go jumping into the first offer that you get. It's about you realizing that you have to act on something, but take your wits with you. Okay, think on your feet. Don't be jumping into anything too hasty. Don't make any snap decisions. Don't change your plans too fast until you know where you stand. It's getting that information that you need. Okay, don't jump in too quickly. That's what this Knight of Swords is all about. It's fast-moving action. Now, this can also be your knight in shining armor coming in. Somebody could be coming in very fast that you're going to be connecting with. You're moving in a new direction. Eight of Cups says you're thinking about doing something. You're changing something in your life. You realize that you were perhaps in a situation you weren't comfortable with and wasn't working out, and you weren't seeing the return for the hard work, blood, sweat, and tears you were applying to a situation. Was it a relationship? Was it your job? Was it a hobby that you were involved in with a group of people that didn't work out? Whatever the case is, you're moving in a new direction and you're planning, and by doing this, it's a better move for you. Okay. You're going to see things work out. You really had a struggle here with making this decision. You've walked through the fire, but you're coming out the other side and you're not going back there. You've drawn the line in the sand. It's complete. Now, the Lovers again is that card of choices and making decisions, profound decisions, life-changing decisions, perhaps for some of you. And it could be determined around a person on an emotional level. It could be your partner. It could be somebody that you're very closely linked to, a soulmate, whatever. But this is about being balanced again. Okay. Taking your time to make those decisions so that they're the right ones. Now, some of you could be meeting somebody new, very different. Don't judge a book by its cover. I tell this to people all the time when I do private readings that, oh, yes, you're going to meet this person and blah, blah, blah. And they're like this. And they look at me and they go, yeah, right. They're so not who I would be attracted to. And sure enough, they end up, and I've done this for other readers, and if you've seen me live, I've had them on my channel and they've said, yeah, I couldn't believe it. There was no way I was going to be interested in this person, Brenda said, and they end up with them, and it is their true love. So it would be very boring if we hooked up with someone who was exactly like us. What would we discuss? What would be interesting? What could we talk about at the end of our day that wasn't the same, right? So this is about being open-minded to somebody new that could be coming in that you might not think you'd be attracted to. I said that about the man I married, and I tell you, it became the fairy tale of my life. So all because I didn't like a picture in his profile. I thought, he looks mean. He's all in black. I don't know. He's not my type. I walk in the light, and I met him. And he was the most amazing person. I mean, that was it. It was love at first sight for us. So yes, keep your mind open here. Okay. But there are some major choices and decisions that you might be subjected to having to make, but you're moving in a new direction now. You're planning it. You're not there yet, because the Eight of Cups is that picture in traditional tarot, the Rider-Waite, where it shows the cups not evenly distributed, because it is an even number, 8, 4, and 4. Why wasn't it 4 and 4? It's, they don't organize it that way because you're not there yet. Stay balanced. Keep planning your move. You're getting there. Okay. You've got the idea in your head now where you want to go. Now, we've got the book. And the book could be you're writing a book, you're journaling, you're reading books, you're selling books. You might work in a library, but it's going by the book too, going by rules. Establishing rules here and abiding by them. You might have to do something where you might be doing research. Some of you might be back at school. You might be taking a new course of study, and you might be having to be very, very careful in order to write these exams and pass them. Okay, so it's simple as that. But a lot of us, it's doing things by the book, not wanting to upset the status quo, tip it on its head, and change things too abruptly here. Okay, there are rules, and sometimes we have to abide by them. Coming in at the end of the week, or energy coming towards you, you've got the Queen of Swords, you've got Temperance, and you've got the Magician. So the Queen of Swords is all about, she cleans house, she moves on, she realizes that she's come to the end of something and she needs to make a change. She can be very abrupt, but she plans her move. She's on a new journey. And I think a lot of you are realizing that in order to move forward, you have to close doors in order to open new ones. You could be strictly cleaning house, literally. Maybe you're cleaning out your closet, your garage, your basement, reorganizing, trying to find space for things and get rid of things. This is a new year. I always love to do this prior to the new year. I fill bags of things for Goodwill and clothes and whatever, because I'm a consignment shopper. I love that. I love doing that. So, and it just clears up space. And if you notice my room here, you'll notice things are different in my room here too, because I've got rid of things. The cabinet that was in the corner that had all my crystals, I've donated it to a friend of mine who has a beautiful mystic shop, and she buys all her stones where I bought mine, from the same archaeological lady. I mean, very brilliant. And I knew she would make use of them. The cabinet I sold to somebody who may need it more than me. So it's clearing and getting rid of things that no longer serve us, right? If they're not being used and they're collecting dust, or if it's a relationship that you have invested all the time into and you haven't seen the return coming back, then you walk away from it. If it's a job that's unfulfilling and you're not getting the rewards and the respect that you deserve for the hard work, and you've reached your maximum in the pay rate, where you can't climb that ladder anymore, and you're bored, then you're going to make plans to go after something new, and that means you have to get rid of it, cut it out of your life. Going on a new journey is very important, and once we make our mind up to purge those things, it becomes easy. Moving forward, you've got the Temperance. So you've been thinking about something, looking at things from a different perspective, taking time to process these things in your life, but you're being innately, divinely guided. You're getting these soft, beautiful nudges to go towards something new. And I think this is it. I think some of you are going to start something new. Okay, whether it's a new relationship, a new location you're going to live, a new job, a new career, a new passion, a new, anything new that you want to get into, a project perhaps. But Temperance says you need balance. You can't be going out there and doing anything too quickly. It's about making choices too and decisions here, but don't do them fast. Don't make any snap decisions here. Look at things from a higher perspective, and know that you're being guided. Don't be afraid to ask Spirit for guidance. I need your guidance today. And it's amazing how they start showing us things during our day, whether it's phone calls that come in that help us go towards that goal, whether it's a text, an email, something, reoccurring numbers, whatever the case is. And when you ask, you're going to get the answers. Coming in next, you've got the Magician. And the Magician, Libra, is all about you having all the resources right now to go after those goals. You've been planning something and now you're going to see it come to fruition. This is about having time, effort, support. The universe says, hey, you don't need to do anymore. You are enough. You have enough. So go after those things. Don't be afraid to do that. Now, for others, there could be some unexpected resources coming in. There could be a silent partner. There could be somebody coming in saying, hey, I want to get on this bandwagon of success with you. I want to be a part of this. Can I help? Okay? It's beautiful. All right, let's see what we've got here for the clarifiers. And I have shuffled these already, so let's see what we have here. Coming in with the Five of Pentacles, you know, that card of disappointment, you've got the Hangman. Again, the Hangman is about looking at things from a different perspective. It is a pause state of action where we feel like nothing's moving. We're on that teeter-totter and it's up and down, but we're not going anywhere. We're on the hamster wheel, whatever. And hanging in limbo waiting for something to happen. But while you're there, you have time to think. You have time to process. You have time to make changes. You have time to think about all these wonderful things and looking at things from a different perspective. Sometimes we have to sacrifice something. What are we willing to give up in order to have this come to us? All righty, let's see what we've got here. Coming in with the Nine of Swords, you've got the Hermit. Yeah, you know, this is a journey that you're on, some of you, and you're reaching out for the powers that be, whether they're spiritual or mentors of yours, you know, wanting to go on this journey here. And this is taking your time to think about it and process it, but hooking up with the right contacts and energy around you, that vibration that you need that promotes you and nudges you forward. You have the ability to learn from somebody. And now you're going to take that information and you're going to be able to light the path for other people with it. Coming in with the Two of Swords, you've got the Nine of Swords. And that is, again, you need to take time to get your rest. Here's the Nine of Swords twice here again, okay? So that double message coming in here with that Nine of Swords, as I was saying, you know, this is about balance. This is about taking yourself to center, doing what it is you need to do so that you can rest up and get your rest, but also letting go of those negative thoughts. Whatever you're waiting for here, you know, don't allow it to worry you because it hasn't arrived yet. Coming in next with your Knight of Swords, you've got the Four of Cups. Some of you might be thinking that, you know, this is a card that says you're missing out on an opportunity, or you feel you are. You can't see the trees for the forest. And the universe is saying, hey, keep your eyes open. There's other opportunities. There's different ways of doing things. Change your direction if you have to, like this Queen's doing here, in order to see that the universe is saying there's always ways for you to see different things that can come into you. Okay, so this is about, you know, realizing that you need to open your mind to different things, okay? Maybe it's somebody said, hey, you know, there's somebody out here that wants you to work for them and they're offering you a job, and you might say, no, it's not what I do. It's not what I think I would ever want to do, but keep your mind open, because sometimes we can be pleasantly surprised that a change that comes in can be a blessing. Coming in next with the Eight of Cups, you have that Queen of Rods, staying focused, going for what you want, not wavering, not giving up. This is a card that says you've walked through the fire, you've come out the other side. Look, with the Eight of Cups, she's the same. You know, she's at that point where she flips the bird at everybody and says, you know what, all those doubters, watch me. I've been through these challenges and I'm stronger for it, and I'm going for it. So this is about staying determined, doing the work, doing the due diligence, but sometimes you have to be patient in the process too. Coming in with the Lovers is the Devil, making changes, okay? Again, doing things that are better for you. This is a card of addiction, okay, or addictive behavior. This is a card that says you might be tied. You might have felt you were chained down or tied down to something here. You might be making some healthy changes in your diet. You might be making some healthy changes in the way you eat. Sorry, I got a big hair in my eye. I have to remove it. You might be making changes in how you get your rest, letting go of the stress that is not allowing you to rest up when you need to at night. So maybe you need to do, you know, whatever it is, take that hot bath with the salts and the oils and light those candles, listen to that meditative music. I often go to bed with my podcast in my ear if I wake up in the middle of the night, and that's when I do my healing sessions and send that all out to you, you guys out there on my healing list. And also I may listen to a podcast that is easy for me to listen to, or something that is uplifting, so, or even just meditative music, whatever you need to do. And I'm not one for going to bed with technology beside my bed, but sometimes we get those moments where we have to let go of things, changing our ways. So you might be making some changes here. Okay, the Devil is that card that is the addictive card, repeating things constantly that are negative and toxic, and we need to let them go. Coming in with that Queen of Swords, you've got a reason to celebrate. Four of Wands, stability, security, the foundation around your fortress, your home, your castle, your dwelling is secure right now. Some of you might be wanting to celebrate an occasion or something that you have completed that you need to hold your head up and be proud of. Others, you might be celebrating an invitation or an event in your life, like an engagement, a wedding, the birth of a child, a baptismal, something like that where you're going to want to get together and celebrate. But sometimes you're going to have to celebrate you. Coming in next, you've got the Temperance card, and that comes in with the King of Cups. King of Cups, wow. This is somebody here who you can look up to, lean into. You may be thinking about someone. Might have been a father figure who you loved and you care about. They may be on your mind right now. This is the month of January. There may have been somebody who you might be thinking of this month. I know my children are, because they looked at their father as this King of Cups, and he died on the 17th of this month many years ago. So he does cross our minds. But this could be somebody that is around some of you, unrelated like that, but could be somebody here who is willing to give you something generous, their advice, their help, the shoulder to lean into, their experience. And they do it off their cuff. They do it because they care about you. They don't want anything in return. And it gives you time here to think about that. Know that the universe is sending who and what you need at the perfect time, my beautiful Libras. They do for all of us. And this is a very kind, caring, generous with his time King of Cups, male or female. Now, coming in with the Magician, love at the star. Yeah, dream big. Don't be afraid. You've got all the resources now to finally move after your goals. What is it you want to do? Right? You can do it now. The star says you've got all those resources. You're able to go after. Dream big, because this is a card that says you're going to see happiness, fulfillment, abundance coming in. It also is a card that I say get out there. It's not going to land in your lap unless you get out there and you put the work out there and you market yourself. Maybe you're getting out on your platform. Like I say, my beautiful Libras, when this card shows up, it says you are the headliner on your own stage. You have that ability to go out and let the powers that be know who you are and what you can give. And, and what you have to offer. And that in itself allows you to have all these resources to come in to create and dream big and see your fruition to come in. Well, my beautiful, beautiful Libras, this is your reading for this week. And I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic week here to look forward to. And always know I send you lots of love and many blessings. And I'll see you soon, my beautiful Libras.